provide tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to take the hassle out of your hustle and help you run a profitable business that's fun to run. This morning is Coffee Thoughts, and we're here with my co-host, Ms. Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover-Ups, and we're the BizChicks. And we are excited because we have a fabulous guest today. We're going to be interviewing Ms. Paula McDade. Through her transparency and authentic style of delivery, she offers practical action steps to help her audience maximize their potential and transform their lives. Also, she is the editor-in-chief of Brilliant Awakening magazine, and we'll tell you later how to subscribe to that. But we don't want to take up all the time. We're going to get straight to the interview here and find out how she has done all these wonderful things. And I know she's going to tell us, but we're going to ask her anyway because we need to hear it. Okay. All right. So here's our first question today. Is how would you describe yourself and what you do?
Oh wow. Okay. How would I describe myself? I am definitely creative. That's at the top of the list. I'm also very intuitive, though, and I'm very connected. So I do business from the heart, not from the head. And when I say that, I mean, of course, there are business principles that you follow, and there are things that you do operationally within your business. But because I work with people so much, I really rely on that intuitive part of who I am to connect with my customers, my clients, so that I can properly interpret what they want creatively. And I can't do it without that connection. That's just the thing that makes me good at what I do.
Wow. So you're listening to the heart. Okay. And then we wanted to know, how did you get started?
Oh my goodness. So my business literally started with a prayer session. I went to get prayer. There was a man and a woman. They were praying for me. And as they were praying, the woman in this team just got this really strong sense. And she said, I'm praying for one thing. She said, but God keeps telling me that there are a plethora of creative gifts inside of you. And there are so many that it's overwhelming. Like she said, and you're going to use all of those creative gifts for His glory. And when she said that, I thought, okay, what does that mean?
Yes, it's pretty broad.
Yeah. And so I had to really tune in and ask Him, what do you mean, God? What direction are we going with this? And over a period of several months, He began to unfold the vision for Stellar Creative. And He began to show me that all of those talents and gifts that I had as a child, when I was a child, I used to freehand draw portraits of cartoon characters and people and just different things. And they were very realistic. So I had a really, really strong artistic gift from a very small child. And I would sell my little drawings for lunch money. I would sell them to my classmates, and they happily bought them. So that was my first little business, even back then. And so, fast forward to here I am an adult trying to figure my life out and what is my purpose and what am I supposed to be doing? And God drops this in my lap and says, you're creative and I want you to go create for my glory. And so that's literally how it got started. I went to work for a graphic design company. Mm-hmm. The woman who owned that company took me under her wing and mentored me. She showed me the ropes. She sent me to school so that I could learn more about the profession. And then once I left that job, I started my company. The next day after leaving that company, I started my own.
Wow. So that's how you got into Stellar Creatives?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us what Stellar Creative does, would you, real quickly?
Stellar Creative works with individuals, entrepreneurs, businesses, and organizations to give them a stellar graphic image. So anything graphic design related, everything from your posters, flyers, business cards, brochures, all of those types of things. We also design websites. We design book covers. So when a person is looking for that image that speaks of excellence, that speaks of, purpose, that, they're looking for someone that can interpret, like I said earlier, their vision. And that takes a special talent to do that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And so I feel like when my clients see their product, the finished product, and they have this aha moment where it's like, oh, wow, that's exactly what I wanted. That's the response that I'm looking for. And anything less just will not do.
Yes, and Francine is nodding her head because she is all about the graphic design thing. And one of her things is, Paula, she hates ugly graphics. She's like, we're not doing that one.
Oh yeah,
you guys are kindred spirits.
Yes, we get each other. We're here. We're here.
Yes. They're like, we are not doing this on this webpage looking like this. Okay.
That's right.
So let me ask you this. What was your biggest challenge in getting started? You left the job?
I did. I left a job to just launch out into the deep. And my biggest challenge, that was, of course, a big challenge. But the other big challenge is I'm first generation business owner. No one in my family owns a business. Mm-hmm. So I literally had to figure this thing out. How does this work? What do you do as a business owner? How do you structure your business? Which format do I go with? Am I an LLC or do I want to incorporate? I had all these questions and I didn't have anyone in my immediate family to go to. So I had to rely on, friends and coaches and people to guide me along the way and kind of show me how to put this thing together so that it could be profitable.
Yes, because we need a profitable business that's fun to run. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Fran, do you have a question you wanted to ask?
I am.
You got us on all these platforms, right?
I'm toying with stuff all over the place. Okay. But right. So you already asked her what was her biggest challenge that she faced. I got odd. Well, it's not odd. So, what was your best day ever?
Best day ever. Are we talking best day ever?
Anywhere you want to go.
We're on the board.
Anywhere I want to go. Mm-hmm. Best day ever was the first day I woke up and realized that this was real and it wasn't just a dream or a thought or an intention. So many people have good thoughts and they have all these dreams and stuff they want to do, but they never implement those dreams. Mm-hmm. But the day I woke up and realized, wow, like I'm actually a business owner and I'm doing something that I love. I could literally do this in my sleep 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and just ignore the rest of the world. I really could. So for me, that was the best feeling ever. And it wasn't even about the money. For me, I'm not really money driven. Of course, we need money to function in life, but my whole motivation is purpose and to be able to exercise the gifts that God has given me. So.
Wow. Great answer. See, we just like keeping people on their toes, but right. That's awesome because we now can take something from that.
Yes.
And then when we're asking people, when we're talking to people and coaching them and providing services to them, we really like connecting with people who are about purpose. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Right. We're purpose driven. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely.
Versus
check driven,
monetarily desperate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Because,
I agree.
sometimes they want to compromise the gift, and we're like, well, that's not what we do.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly. And I've had my fill of that. I've had my fill of people who are just opportunistic and all they see is dollar signs. Mm-hmm. And nowadays, it's everywhere. It's almost like people want to sell you air. They want to sell you the air that you're breathing,
Let me tell you, that is a true thing. I was listening to something on NPR. This person sold an air guitar to somebody.
Oh my gosh.
And the person bought it. I was like,
what?
How do you do that?
How, Jesus? How do you do that?
Evidently, people will go for somebody will go for anything, right?
That's right. That is true. That's true.
What about Tim? Tim was selling there.
Oh yeah, Tim, our friend Tim Gillette. He's a he teaches. He has a blog called Rock Around Your Blog, and his website is I'mNotTomPetty.com because he looks like Tom Petty.
Okay.
And he was actually, I can send you a box of air from Texas.
Genuine Texas air.
Genuine Texas air.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Yes,
wow.
And so, people will buy genuine Texas air. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Buy different things.
That's right. That's right. Wow. That's
okay.
That's crazy.
Let me ask you this. I know you have this fabulous online magazine, but
yes.
before you go there, do you have maybe 2 or 3 tips that you want to give people who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs? What would you advise them? What kind of advice would you give them?
I would say, please, please, please get to know yourself really well. You need to know all of your strengths and weaknesses, and you need to be very, very candid about those, because those are the things that are going to either make or break your business. If you try to pretend like you're really strong financially, but you're really not, that's going to hurt more than help, because if you're not, then you need to hire somebody who has that strength.
Okay.
And so that's the first thing. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Also, surround yourself with people who are going to feed your entrepreneurial drive. You cannot run with turtles and expect to get to the finish line in a timely manner. You're going to have to run with the bulls. You're going to have to run with those who are aggressively pursuing purpose and going in the same direction that you're going in. So surround yourself with like-minded people who can motivate, push, and challenge you. The other thing is just be prepared to fail and fail often. I think failure is a good thing when it comes to entrepreneurship. I probably had about 7 or 8 entrepreneurial ventures, if you will.
I love it.
You saw my air quotes there. Just because that's the type of person that I am, but I knew that eventually I would land on the thing that would propel me to the next level. And truly, Stellar Creative has been that. But had I not tried all the other things, I may not have gotten here. So, don't be afraid to fail. If you start something and it doesn't work out, then okay, you've had an experience, learn from it, glean the nuggets from that, and keep moving and find that thing that's going to get you out of bed every morning.
Nice.
Oh, I love that. Find that thing that's going to get you out of bed every morning.
Yes.
That's a winner.
I do have another question about writing books. This month we are revisiting commitments about writing books. We have had a lot of people, hey, I'm going to get my book written and I'm going to start the book and blah, blah, blah. But the books are not quite there yet. What would you say to people who are writing books and want, okay, how do I get to that finish line?
Yeah, I think you need to begin with the end in mind. So fast forward your life all the way to your funeral. People are sitting there, and they're, of course, you're going to be missed. They're sad. Some of them are rejoicing because they know you're in a better place. But, it's the end of your life. You have done everything you're going to do. That book that you were going to write, but you never wrote, now you're not going to be able to make that impact on your family, your friends, your loved ones, the world, because your voice was never published. You never got your story out there. And how does that feel, to know that you didn't do what you committed to do in the beginning, but somehow you lost your way. I think we have to think beyond ourselves with regard to these books and products that we're putting out there, because truly they're not for us. They're for other people. Other people need our stories. Other people need to hear the things that we've gone through. They need to hear our experiences. Now, if we choose to deprive them of that because we selfishly take time out to do other things like watch TV or goof around on the internet or surf on social media and not get our books done, then that's going to be a hard reality that we'll have to live with. But if truly you want to break through to that next level, and when you write a book, it's going to break you through to another level. If you want to make an impact that is meaningful beyond just your everyday existence, writing that book is going to have to become a priority. And you're going to have to find a really strong why for that. And it needs to be something outside of yourself.
Nice. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I am going to encourage everybody watching this live. We have Lakeisha over on Facebook, and the people who are watching the replay, rewind and hear that again.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think they should rewind and hear those tips also. You need to know yourself, because if you don't know what your boundaries are, you'll start making deals that are not quite kosher.
Right. That's right. You'll sell your soul to the devil.
You know what I mean?
You want to wake up.
Okay. So what's the one thing in your purse?
Not that. Let me see. Before you go to the other one first. 5.
Okay. So what is your favorite cause or charity?
My favorite cause of charity is the Wonderfully Made Foundation. It is a foundation that my now deceased best friend started several years ago. It's a transitional home for women and their children who are attempting to get back on their feet and get back into society after having suffered some type of setback. Lisa started this project as a passion of hers for working with women who were involved in domestic violence situations. Tragically, she lost her life to a car wreck in 2015, but her legacy continues. The family has taken up the charge and continues to run the Wonderfully Made Foundation. I continue to pour into that organization financially, as well as giving my time by volunteering to speak to the women in the transitional home. And it's just it's close to my heart because Lisa was so close to my heart.
Wow.
Can you get, so is it wonderfullymadefoundation.com?
Do they have a website?
They do. It's thewonderfullymadefoundation.com.
The, with the THE on the front. Okay. So we are now, anybody watching BizChicks, you all can, there's another awesome place where you can serve or help out.
Yes.
Support, serve, help. This is things that we talk about all the time.
Yes.
Because we want to give as much as we take.
That's right.
Sure that we give first before we start asking for stuff, people.
Yes.
Let's figure out what we can do to help other folks.
And that's the thing, that every one of us who have a business or a hustle or something, you got to do something that's bigger than you with the proceeds that come in. You need to find a cause, something that you can get behind and give into, because, okay, you only need to drive one car. You can only wear one pair of shoes at a time, one outfit at a time. So the like Terry was talking about yesterday, surplus is there for us to do something with, is for us to help other people. So find a cause.
Assignment.
Yes. Find a cause. Do something to help. If you don't know of one, now you do. The Wonderfully Made Foundation. Find a cause. Find a way to help and give back.
That's right.
I think that's a beautiful thing, and the fact that you're so connected and committed to it, Paula.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So my question is now, can I ask this question now?
I think so.
Okay. What is the one thing in your purse that you just cannot do without?
Oh, wow.
I know.
One thing in my purse that I can't do without, probably my earbuds. This little thing right here. Because I'm always on the go. I'm always on the go. And I don't like using my cell phone flat to my face. Mm-mm. It doesn't feel right to talk on it like that.
No.
So I keep these on hand at all times. They're always in my purse because if I'm driving or if I'm doing something, I just plug them in and I talk. So this is my crutch right here.
Now that makes sense. We should all have some way to remain, hands free.
Yes, and the hands-free thing is really, really good, and you're absolutely right. You don't want the phone on your face. One, the makeup kind of messes up the
I didn't
screen.
think about the makeup.
And that's one thing, but then the other thing is you have much more freedom with your earbuds in to maneuver around and you don't have to have that. You can actually look at your phone and do some things. So, earbuds are good.
That's right.
Yes.
So now we know what you can't do without. The question is, where can we find you on the web?
On the web. So I'll give you a couple of places.
Okay.
So paulamcdade.com, myname.com. That's pretty simple. That's where you can find out about my speaking, my books, and appearances and things like that. So paulamcdade.com. And then if you want to find out about Brilliant Awakening Magazine, you can go to brilliantawakeningmag.com. That is the website for Brilliant Awakening Magazine, and we call it BAM for short.
Okay.
Obviously. And if you want to subscribe to Brilliant Awakening Magazine, first of all, let me just tell you, it is a passion project that I started to tell the stories of everyday women who have overcome some really challenging odds in their lives, everything from domestic violence to childhood sexual abuse to just any number of things, losing a child. I've had so many different stories come through this magazine, and I'm honored to feature these women because they deserve to have their stories told. No, they're not celebrities. No, they don't have millions of dollars, etc. And that's who these other publications want to feature. But I want to feature everyday women who are just as deserving and just as worthy of being recognized. So that is what Brilliant Awakening Magazine is all about. And again, you can find us at brilliantawakeningmag.com. Subscribe at the top of the page where it says BAM Insiders, and that will allow you to become a subscriber. We will definitely get your payment so that you can receive your spring issue for this just released spring issue, and then you're going to get the 1-year anniversary issue coming up in January. So we're excited about that.
Nice.
I saw you were having you went live.
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about the magazine getting ready to launch.
Yes.
The next issue.
Yes.
Can you tell us at least a short story from the magazine about one of the women, just sort of a summary?
Oh, wow. Gosh, there's so many. Who do I choose?
I know. Now you got to choose right then.
Yeah.
People ask, what?
So, one of the women is Tamara Nelson Amundi, and she is a philanthropist and someone who is very involved in charitable activities. She has an organization called Socks of Love, and they give socks to not only homeless individuals, but pretty much all types of populations. So domestic violence victims, people who have been displaced because of natural disasters, they give socks. Socks are so important. Socks are a vital part of just our wardrobe. We have to have them to keep dry and warm.
Yes.
And so we just take them for granted because we can go to our drawer and grab a clean pair anytime we want. But people in those types of situations typically don't have very many socks at their disposal. So her organization is all about giving socks. It's Tamara Nelson Amundi, Socks of Love. And then she also has a mentoring program called Blossom. And her program allows the next generation of those who want to have charities and want to give back to their communities to come under her wing and be taught how to serve. And so she has young girls as young as 6 years old who have their own 501c3 nonprofit charities, and they are taken under her wing, mentored, showed how to become servant leaders in their communities, and that is her way of giving back. So Tamara is one of those people. She's a treasure. She's a jewel. I was so glad to feature her in this magazine because I feel like her story also needs to be told. Her life hasn't been easy, but now she has blossomed into this amazing, wonderful leader and pillar of her community.
Wow.
Very nice, very nice. So we can find her at socksoflove.com?
socksoflove.org, because she is a nonprofit.
Okay, because she is a nonprofit. Socks of Love.
And it's SOX, not SOCK. It's SOX.
Okay, that's good to know.
Of love.org. All right, yes. So there's another opportunity for you to get involved in, and we all know this: what we make happen for others, God makes happen for us. So,
yes.
Help where you can,
yes.
All help is appreciated. So we appreciate that. And what's coming up next for you? Do you have anything major coming up, speaking engagements, or?
We know you just did a summit, a telesummit.
Yeah, just finished.
Coming up in October. Did I get that?
Yeah. Brilliant Awakening is going to continue to have these telesummits quarterly, and it's just an opportunity. It provides a platform for coaches, authors, speakers, women that have a message to come on the broadcast and share their nuggets of wisdom, share their expertise with busy women. Typically, our audience is women who are in some type of business or professional capacity, and they need a tribe to help them stay on track, to help them stay motivated, encouraged, to give them just those tips and wisdom that you just need from your sister friends, And yes. So it's a conversational, just a really conversational broadcast. We have lots of fun. We laugh. It's not real formal and stuffy. It's just conversation with my business girlfriends, where we are talking about business, life, and everything in between. So it's coming up again, like you said, in October, and I'm super excited about the next one.
So, go ahead, Fran.
No, go ahead, Terry.
I was going to ask, so to be a part of the summit, to tune in, would they go to which site? Do they go to the Facebook page, or do they go?
The Facebook page, yes, Brilliant Awakening Movement. Facebook.com/Brilliant Awakening Movement is how you can find us. And on there, I always put all of the Facebook Live broadcasts there. So all the telesummits you can go back and look at the old ones if you want to. There's plenty of great content still there. And so, I would encourage people to plug into that.
Very nice.
I don't think we asked you, are you on YouTube?
I am on YouTube.
I don't think you mentioned that.
I did not mention that, did I? So BrilliantAwakening.tv is a part of YouTube, and we just launched that, last month. So It's really new. It's brand new, but we're looking to continue to build out that channel with more great content. All of the telesummit broadcasts will be posted there as well. So not only can you find them on Facebook, but eventually we will have all those uploaded to YouTube as well.
Okay, well, you're on YouTube today.
Yes. We are rolling live to YouTube right now. So yes,
I'm excited.
Yes. Yay. So this has been an awesome conversation today, as Dr. Vibe always tells us, epic conversations. And this has been an epic conversation. So we want to make sure that you all check out our YouTube page over at BizChicks TV. Subscribe over there. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. It's BizChicks TV as well. And if you are so inclined, you can become a member of BizChicks. It does not cost you anything to do so. You just go to bizchicks.net, look for the Join Now button, and click on that, and there you are. Because we're all about helping you build a profitable business that's fun to run. And then we want to talk about you, too. About all of our friends and spread it all around that, there are people that are doing great things in business, and we want people to know about you. So thank you all for tuning in today. This is the, the initial voyage of our 30 minutes.
Yes. We moved from a 1-hour format to a 30-minute format. And we just want to really thank you, Paula, for helping us launch that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we're going to spread the news about the information that you shared with us regarding these profits and nonprofits, and these wonderful women that you celebrate in your magazine.
Yes.
So, Fran?
So thank you so much. And don't forget to go to the front of your own line. we will see everybody tomorrow. TJ is online tomorrow, and she's going to be bringing us information, tips, and tools on social media and digital marketing. So we'll see you all tomorrow, 10 a.m. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you again, Paula.
Thank you.
See you later, friend.
All righty. Bye-bye.